The entire auditorium was silent. Then the judge leaned into his microphone and said, "Sweetheart, maybe this competition isn't for someone like you." The audience gasped, because standing alone on that massive stage was a 16-year-old blind girl holding nothing but a microphone. And what happened next, no one in that room would ever forget. Her name was Lena Carter. She had been blind since she was 5 years old. A rare illness had slowly stolen her sight, until one morning she woke up and the world was simply gone. No colors, no faces, no sunlight, just darkness. But Lena never complained, because even when the world went dark, she still had music. Her father used to say something to her every night. "Lena, you may not see the world, but the world will hear you one day." He believed it more than anyone. He worked 2 jobs just to afford Lena's music lessons: old piano, second-hand microphone, tiny bedroom studio made from blankets and foam. It wasn't perfect, but it was her world. Then, everything changed. When Lena was 14, her father passed away suddenly. A heart attack. The man who believed in her voice more than anyone was gone. And after the funeral, Lena stopped singing for months. The house felt too quiet. The piano felt too heavy. Her mother tried everything, but Lena would just whisper one sentence. "He was the only one who believed in me."
If you're enjoying this story, kindly do us a favor and subscribe to our channel. It is free and won't cost anything, but it means the world to us. We're just a small channel trying to grow. Thank you, and back to the video.
Until one night, her mother found an old voice recording on Lena's phone. It was her father, laughing. "Lena, promise me something. If the world ever doubts you, sing louder." That night, Lena touched the piano again, and she made a decision. She would audition for the national talent show her father loved to watch with her. But when Lena arrived at the audition, the room wasn't welcoming. Thousands of contestants, bright lights, camera crews everywhere. People whispered when they saw her white cane. Some were curious, others not so kind. One contestant even muttered, "Is this some kind of sympathy act?" Lena heard it, but she said nothing. She simply waited for her turn. Finally, her name was called. Contestant number 417, Lena Carter. She slowly walked onto the stage, step by step. The bright lights were useless to her, but she could feel the heat of them. And somewhere in the darkness beyond them sat 3 judges. One of them was the most feared judge on the show, Marcus Vale, a man famous for brutal honesty. He had ended more dreams on that stage than anyone else. And when he looked at Lena, his expression was already skeptical. Marcus leaned forward. "So Lena, you're blind?" Lena nodded calmly. "Yes, sir." "And you're here to sing?" "Yes." He paused, then said something that made the entire audience tense. "Music is a performance art. Without seeing the stage, without connecting visually, do you really think you can compete here?" Some people in the audience shifted uncomfortably. It sounded less like a question and more like a dismissal. Lena held the microphone gently. Her hands were shaking, but her voice stayed steady. "My dad used to say, people listen with their hearts. So I hope that's enough." The audience went quiet. Marcus shrugged slightly. "Well, go ahead then. Let's hear it." The music started, just a soft piano. For a moment, nothing happened. Lena stood still, eyes closed, breathing slowly. And then, she sang. The first note was so soft, the room leaned in. But the second note sent chills through the entire auditorium. Her voice wasn't just beautiful, it was painful. Like every word carried years of struggle, loss, hope. The audience slowly stopped breathing. Phones lowered, whispers disappeared. Even Marcus, the harshest judge, sat up straighter. As the song continued, Lena sang about darkness, about losing someone you love, about feeling alone in a silent world. And somehow, every single person in that auditorium felt like she was singing their story. A woman in the front row started crying, then another, then another. Halfway through the performance, Lena did something unexpected. She stopped the music. The room froze. Marcus frowned. Is something wrong? Lena smiled gently. No. I just want to sing the last part, the way my dad liked it. No music, just her voice. The final verse echoed through the silent hall, raw, unfiltered, real. Her voice cracked once, but somehow that made it even more powerful. And when she finished the last note, you could hear someone quietly sobbing in the audience. For 3 seconds, no one moved. Then suddenly, the entire auditorium erupted. People jumped to their feet, standing ovation, loud, uncontrollable. Even the camera operators were wiping their eyes, and Marcus Vale, the judge who had doubted her, sat there frozen. For the first time in his career, he looked speechless. Finally, he slowly stood up. The audience gasped. Marcus never stood for contestants, ever. He walked onto the stage, right toward Lena. The room held its breath. He gently took the microphone. Lena, earlier I asked if you could connect with the audience. He paused, then smiled slightly. I was wrong. You didn't connect with the audience. You connected with every soul in this room. The crowd roared again, but Marcus wasn't finished. His voice softened. Your father would be proud. Lena's hands trembled. How did you know about my father? Marcus looked down for a moment, then revealed something no one expected. I knew your father. The audience went silent again. Marcus explained that years ago, before Lena lost her sight. Her father had sent him a video of a little girl singing in their living room. Marcus had replied with advice for her training. He never knew what happened to that little girl. Until today. I didn't recognize your name earlier, Marcus admitted. But the moment you sang, I remembered that voice. Lena covered her mouth, tears streaming down her face. Marcus turned to the judges' panel, then pressed the golden buzzer. Golden confetti exploded across the stage. The crowd screamed, and Lena stood there, laughing and crying at the same time, as golden light rained down around her. Later that night, Lena whispered something to her mother backstage. Do you think Dad heard it? Her mother smiled through tears. I think he was listening the whole time. Because sometimes the world may doubt you. People may judge what they see, or what they don't see. But greatness isn't measured by perfect circumstances. It's measured by heart. And sometimes, the brightest light in the world comes from someone who has only known darkness. This is Valorverse, where courage speaks louder than doubt, and where the quietest voices can shake the world.